I assume everyone here is familiar with at least one of our works, and maybe you'll get to know the other two's material and maybe a little bit about what goes into being a cartoonist. It's okay.
I can't believe that my feet don't hit the ground sitting on this chair. No. That's hiding my shame.
Oh.
Good.
I just put them on top.
No. Then everyone will see what they're not meant to see. This is good. This would be the illusion.
The illusion.
That I'm extremely tall. I know that at least a couple people have met me and they're like, I met Katie, I didn't think she would be so small. Anyway.
So that was my first question. What's it like to be such a small?
I would love to reach some tall shelves, but it doesn't happen.
So where were you exactly? Were you in Toronto when you started Harker Bakery?
No, I was in Victoria, BC. I was working for a maritime museum. So I was looking at pictures of Admiral Nelson and stuff every day. So it seemed a good fit for drawing comics about Admiral Nelson.
So how were you just drawing them to show your friends, or were you actually doing them online from?
Yeah, I started making comics in university for my student paper, and it was one of the only independent student papers in Canada, so we were allowed to just run amok, which we did. And it was a great place to try and learn to be a cartoonist because it didn't matter if it was crappy, and it was all crappy. We were all crappy, but you were able to kind of experiment with humor in your own style and what you were trying to do because it didn't matter. It was all volunteer comics. And eventually I was made the editor there, and I was trying to get other people's crappy volunteer comics in. And you had to be kind of dedicated. You had to want to do that every week for free, just for kids.
Yeah.
And then when university was over, there was no more outlet for that, and Facebook had just started because I graduated university in 2005. So everybody just got their Facebook accounts, and you could make like picture albums, and I was like, oh, that's fine. I'll just put my comics on here because all my friends from school are looking at Facebook now anyway. And eventually people were like, you should just get your own website. This is ridiculous. And I did, and now all of our moms are on Facebook instead of all of our friends. So it was good call.
So that's very good. So then at some point it went from just Kate's Facebook page with your comics on it to...
Yeah.
Now, I have never actually found a comic, I don't think I have, where Napoleon says, "Hark, the bakery."
No.
Is there one?
There is one. It's gone. It was a journal comic about walking to work in Victoria, where you had to walk through a whole line of like crazy tourist area and panhandlers and street buskers and stuff to get to where I work. So you were just yelled at all the time by people, and that's what that comic was about, just being yelled at by various people. On your way to work. Anyway.
So who said Harker Bakery? You?
I did. I turned it into like some like Gin Alley, Hogarth, like.
That's great.
Yeah.
And I love the name of that. I love the name of your strip.
Oh, thanks. It makes no sense. I said in the beginning of this book, name your comic something that you don't have to repeat 7 times before people give up.
I'm going to disagree with you, though. I actually think it does make sense. It fits because the humor you do in your comic, whether you're attacking might be a strong word, but whether you're satirizing historical figures, or pop culture figures, or literary figures, there's always a sense of twisting their attitude, and there's a lot of like